How long should a house sit on the market? Tick tock, tick tock. When you are selling a home, you don't want it to be sitting on the market, stagnating, losing momentum. You want the home to come out of the gate with a strong launch, lots of interest. Everybody in the market who's a potential buyer looks at it right away. They look to the left, they look to the right. They see people also interested in the property. They say, this is a valuable property, it's popular, other people want it. I'm gonna get it, fear of loss, fear of missing out. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna make a great offer at a great price with great terms to make sure I don't miss out.
This is Emily Cressy, your digitally enabled Puget Sound community advisor.
How long should your home really be sitting on the market? Tick tock, tick tock. If you have a home that you'd like to sell, chances are you don't want it to be sitting on the market for a long time. You want to launch it and have it go off the market very quickly because people see it, they love it, they make a strong offer, and you're under contract. That's the way it should go. So the question of you and your real estate agent is, how can you make that happen? And the answer is simple. You need to plan ahead. I just did a video on preparing to list your property. It's not simply a matter of calling up a realtor one day, they put it on the market the next, and then it sells in a week. There's a certain amount of groundwork, foundational pieces that need to be laid with other vendors as well as your realtor to make sure that the property comes out of the gates with a boom and has the impact that you are hoping for. So that being said, we don't know how the market will be in the future. I don't have a crystal ball right now. In King County and Snohomish County, the average days on market is, check it, 7 days on market. That's a week. And that's probably being generous because people are doing this. They're saying, hey, if we just take the first offer that comes in, maybe not everybody has had a chance to see it. You could list, I just sold a property where the people listed it at about 11, what time were we out there? It might have been after lunch. Anyway, they listed it around lunchtime. We called them on their sign within the first 20 minutes that it went live. And then we couldn't actually get in to see it until 5 o'clock that afternoon because the owner was working from home, wasn't able to be disturbed. So we saw it at 5. The wife wasn't able to come because she was at work. So the husband saw it, took some videos and pictures. They made an offer that night. We were under contract before midnight, the day it went live. So that was a great deal for us, and my clients were thrilled, but we were the first ones there. It may have been that if they left the property on the market for another week, maybe there would have been 3 or 4 people who had decided to make an offer on it. They would have been in a competitive situation. Maybe they would have gone with a different buyer, not us. So a lot of agents are saying, no, you can't just make an offer the same day. We're going to have a review period. So you're going to put it on the market on Monday, and then we're going to give everybody a week to look at it and submit their offers. And then on the next Monday morning, I will sit down with my client and we will review all of the mini offers that have come in, and we'll take a look at it at that point in time. I was actually out with clients in Bothell showing them a property, and it was doing this. There's a week to take a look at it. And the schedule on Listing Book was so packed, I could not, it was a vacant property, so people could see it anytime, and it was absolutely booked with buyers looking at it back to back to back to back every day of the week until the offer date. I had to come out there with my clients at 9 p.m. when the MLS lockbox closes at 9 p.m. So I had to meet the seller's agent there at 9. She was showing it to somebody else. I grabbed the keys from her before she put it back in the lockbox and showed my client the property then, from 9 until 10 at night. And of course they loved it, but the sellers were actually increasing their, they're asking for a lot of terms to waive contingencies and things like that. They wanted a really strong offer from a really strong buyer because they knew they had all of this demand, and they were kind of creating a little bit of a frenzy, like a feeding frenzy with sharks. All the buyers are like, oh, I want it. So you can anticipate that in that type of situation, the price would go up and the terms would be great, and it would be a really high probability of closing offer once they got the offer signed. So in today's marketplace, your property really should not be sitting on the market. If it is sitting on the market, what does that tell us? I always say it tells us one of two things. The property is not in good condition, or the price is too high, or some combination of both. So when we talk about pricing your property and the strategy behind that, depending on what's going on with the house, you know, if it's a rare, a unique property out in the country that is just not going to appeal to every single buyer that's out there right now, we can anticipate it'll take a little bit longer. But if it's you know, a house closer into Seattle that's a commodity, we are seeing very fast times. So this is going like that. So if that's you and that is what you want, let's get in touch. We'll make a plan in advance. We'll get all of our ducks in a row in advance, and then we'll choose that launch date when we're going to go live on the property and kick those buyers up into a frenzy so you can get a fast offer, a high-priced offer, and an offer that's likely to close. If you have any further questions about the state of the market at the time when you watch this video, when you're considering selling your home, please feel free to reach out to me. My goal is really to educate my clients, to help them make the best decisions for them. I am a conduit of information. I am a resource for you. Please reach out to me and let me know what information you need to help you move your planning down the path toward the goal that you would like to achieve. My name is Emily Cressy, and I'm here to serve.